going on, everybody? We're out here working on the John Deere 420, trying to fix those hydraulic leaks I was talking about in the last video. I got the hood and the front end off the tractor already, and I just finished pulling the generator off. I'm gonna turn around and kind of show you what we got going on. There is the generator. The hood and the front end of the tractor's pulled off. This is where we're at. Our leak is coming from this line, this small line right here. And I don't know whether there's an O-ring in here or what, but we're gonna try to get this backed off and see what's causing this leak. Cause it's, I mean, as you can tell, it's leaking quite a bit. There's already some hydraulic fluid on the ground right there. So it's something we need to get taken care of, because I don't want to have to be constantly putting hydraulic fluid in this. This line, this small line, I think this is the pressure side, comes up, runs all the way, and it goes into the dash. So, I mean, it's replaceable if it's bad. You can just screw on a line here and then run it all the way up here. If I have to, I'll put a hose back on it. I don't want to, because I want to keep this tractor as original as possible. Other hydraulic leaks I was talking about are back here. I'm almost positive it's leaking. There's a seal that's supposed to go between here, and I think that's where all this hydraulic oil is coming from. Anyways, we'll focus on one leak at a time. So let's get this nut broke loose. Figured I'd give y'all a little update what I've got going on here. I left off, I think I had the generator pulled off and everything, and we're trying to get this line here off. Well, you can't hardly get it from the side, so I'm having to pull the radiator off. I've got my hoses loose. I've got my bolts out of my radiator. I had to cut one, I'll have to replace it. I've got the screws out of my fan shroud. To get the radiator off, you got to pull the steering shaft off the steering gearbox. So I pulled that off, and now we're about to try to take this radiator and lift it, kind of lean it forward and then lift it out. So let's try to get that done. So we got the radiator out, got the fan shroud out. I'm gonna take the time to wash all this, but what I'm having to do, I'm having to feed my wrench through here and take this off, and hopefully we can find the oil seal, get an O-ring ordered and get this put back together, because I don't want to leave it apart too long. After about an hour and a half of I wouldn't call this mechanicking, this is tearing stuff up, and I hope to God I can get it back together. It is what it is. But I'll turn it around and show you what I got. I know it's not clean, all right? Don't be commenting about how you should have cleaned it first. But anyways, here we go. There is my two fittings. I'm gonna go take those and get some O-rings for them. Hopefully everything works. If not, I'm gonna have to run a rubber hydraulic hose. I'm gonna have to change out this steel line for a rubber hydraulic hose. I don't want to, but if I have to, I have to. I don't even want to tell y'all how hard that was. I had to loosen this clamp off this line here, lift this line up, pry this line out of the way a little bit. It was just, I didn't even want to take this one off. This one wasn't even leaking right here. This was not even leaking, but I had to take it off to get this stupid thing off. It's just one thing after the next. So now I gotta buy another 5-gallon bucket of hydraulic fluid, another probably, I don't know how many gallons that holds. I'm gonna say 2 to 3 gallons of coolant, and hopefully the O-rings fit, because if not, then I'm gonna have to replace this with a rubber hose, and it's turned into an ordeal. But I mean, it's worth it on these older tractors. It's just part of it, and that'll fix that issue, and then we gotta come back here and mess with these issues. But right now we're just focused on this hydraulic line. So let's go get some O-rings and hopefully have this thing put back together. With some YouTube editing, it's gonna seem like 5 minutes to y'all, but with me, it's gonna seem like 10 hours. So let's get to it. Well, we're back here at the house. We have taken this some time and went to Dad's to get some O-rings, because he has an O-ring kit, and I'll turn around and kind of show you what we got going on here. I'm not doubling these up. I just put 2 O-rings on here. That way I have a spare in case one of these break. We're gonna screw these back down in those engine ports, then put our hydraulic lines back on there and start this tractor up real quick and see if it still leaks. So let's get this reinstalled. We have our fittings and our lines installed. I know the radiator's not on this tractor. I'm gonna go ahead and start it up anyways. As long as I don't let it sit there and get hot enough to do anything, I'll be fine. But all I'm wanting to do is start it up and try to pick up this sickle mower with a 3-point. See if that'll try to bubble out of there like it was doing. And if it fixed it, good. We'll put all this back together. If not, I will be swapping this out to a rubber hydraulic hose, a new updated hose. So let's start it up and see if this fixed our issue. I don't know if y'all can really hear me, but as you can see, we still got a hydraulic leak, so that didn't fix it. We're just gonna have to redo this and come up with a better plan. After a little bit of sitting around and thinking, I decided to come back out here and work on this tractor again. I done a little research on the internet, couldn't figure out anything. Like I said, this is a 50s model tractor. They're outdated, people really don't mess with them. But I decided to come out here and tear it down some more. And I figured it out. I'm gonna turn the camera around and show y'all what I've done. There's the fitting that goes into the hydraulic pump. And this line ran up, over, and plumbed in at the dash. Right there. Here is the line. It's a copper line. It's copper tubing. I mean, as you can see, it's got the bronze copper look to it. This side's the good side. This side is the bad side. I took this off because, you know, it's a flare fitting. So I thought to myself, there's only 2 ways this flare fitting is going to be bad. Either the nut's cracked or the pipe's cracked. If it'll focus right there, you can see it as the flare starts to bend out. There's a little crack right there in that line. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the local Lowe's. I'm going to go buy 10 foot of this copper tubing. It's probably half inch copper tubing. Get a flare tool. My dad's got a pipe bender. We're going to bend this pipe into it to match this pipe, flare it out, and hopefully that fixes this hydraulic leak. I can put the radiator back in it, put some more coolant back in it, continue working on the sickle mower. I went from working on the sickle mower, trying to get it ready, to next thing you know, I'm working on the tractor. But once we get this fixed, this tractor should be ready to go to cut hay this summer. And then I can focus on repainting the sickle mower and then finding us a rake and finding us a square baler. But this is gonna be it. I just wanted to give y'all a little update. We'll continue this video when I get the pipe bent and get it back installed and have the tractor running and going. So see y'all next weekend.